Face front, true believers. This is Modular Media's No Prize podcast where we talk Marvel comics, movies, merchandise, and more. I am your host, Chris A. Boingo Writer Gaston, with me, as always, in the bullpen.
Representing the distinguished competition, the Vacuuminator is here.
Bing bong boom boom beat bop. We're talking comics, we're talking movies, we're talking TV shows, we talking.
I guess.
You okay there, bud?
I'm pretty good. I'm just tired. I spent the whole day and a half redoing my display. It's nice, I guess.
Buddy, that's not even like a thing that you need to like have a tiny violin. This is like a...
This is what being a toy person is, people. It's losing an entire weekend to fucking making shit look nice on shelves.
Maybe just need bigger shelves.
I need more shelves. I need all the shelves. I need an entire room that is just shelves.
Oh, it's a Cody's room.
Yeah. I need a Cody room.
But
I need Cody's room.
But
I'm going to go and steal Cody's room.
All right. You done with your bit? You're done with your bit?
For now.
Because I'm done with your...
I have had enough of you.
You know what I've also had enough of?
What?
I was trying to make a joke of like Ultron having enough of the Avengers and just going like, fuck you.
Yeah.
But no, we're talking about Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, Ultron-5, this episode. Yeah!
Finally, Ultron happened, and this is about what you think. He's a big, scary man, and he tries to kill them with automated systems.
It is certainly the first Ultron story.
Yeah.
I mean, they did a good job at it. They tapped into like horror elements a good bit, which was good.
Mm-hmm. I like the very TV way this is done, because it could have just been like everybody going through one obstacle after the other, but it's all happening at the same time, and there's all these different groups, and it's not till like the end of the episode that everybody gets in the same room, and there's a lot of ball aching towards Hank in this episode, and you really start to sympathize with Hank at the start of this episode, because before he's just been like, whatever, he's a wet blanket. And now you kind of get it, because he's like, I don't want to hurt people. I'm trying to rehabilitate. You guys just punch people and throw them in cells. And I'm like, yeah, that's part of it, but Jesus Christ. And like, you kind of get where he's coming from a little bit.
But they also show the limits of Hank's ideology with the Serpent Society, of them going like, no, fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a great scene. It's a really good scene. And the rest of the episode is fine, too. I don't know. I feel like I should have been way more into this episode, because every time they hinted at Ultron, or like showed Proto-Ultron in this show, I was like, oh shit, here it comes. But now I'm just like, yeah, that happened. It was about what I was expected.
Because it's not even like a full Ultron. They're not going like, oh shit, it's Ultron. It's just like, oh shit, this fucking... a glitch in the system. Okay, that's bad, but like, we can fix that.
Yeah, this isn't like maniacal, cackling, destroy all humans Ultron. This is a fucking the holodeck is broken episode of Star Trek The Next Generation.
Oof.
Well, like a good one of those. There's a couple of those I like.
Yeah.
But it was cool that Ultron was voiced by Professor Utonium from the Powerpuff Girls.
No, it's good Ultron.
Mm-hmm. Not a take I would have gone for, but like, it works.
It's a very matter-of-fact take. It's just like, look, this is what you want me to do. The only way I can do that is to kill you all. Yeah. I don't know why you're upset.
It's
why are you booing? I'm right.
Yeah, and there should, like, again, it's like, this is not full Ultron yet. We'll get full Ultron later, I'm assuming, because like, I don't know how long it goes on for. But it is a good episode in that it does feel like the show is firing on all cylinders, much like last week. I feel like we're at the point where the show is now at its full A game. We've established all the players, we know what we're doing, and we know how everyone interacts, and it's more about the fun little moments within an episode than it is the overarching story. Like, oh hey, Jane Foster treating Hawkeye, that's neat. Oh shit, Forza in Valhalla? What's up with that? We'll find out next time.
Yeah. Well, which won't be for a good couple weeks.
Yeah.
Because next week is Moon Knight, everybody.
Yeah.
What, you're not excited for Moon Knight?
I'm optimistic about it. I'm not hype like you are.
It's fucking Moon Knight, bro.
I'm sure White Batman will be good. I'm just tired.
Man, imagine your face if he cut someone's face off.
Is that a thing Moon Knight has done?
Yes.
He stole a page out of the Joker's playbook. Wow.
This was in the mid-2000s. Long before the Joker took off his face. This was actually like the reboot, the reimagining of Moon Knight. That's how they introduced him. Yo, Busto! We're talking about Ultron.
This is a good episode.
Red Ghost made an appearance, which was neat.
Yeah, that... Is it weird that I only know who Red Ghost is because Tiffany from Comic Pop hates him so much?
Yeah. I mean, they don't use him a ton because he's a weird Cold War villain.
He doesn't even get a line in this episode. It's just like, oh, look, it's that guy.
Yeah. It'd be like, I can't think of a comparative DC villain, because all of your monkey villains are like well-respected, continuous members of the world.
Oh, buddy, you got no idea. You got a big storm coming.
Because I'm thinking like Gorilla Grodd, or the what's the Humanite?
Ultra Humanite.
Yeah.
Detective Chimp.
But he's not a bad guy. He's a good guy.
Yeah, Detective Chimp's a good boy. I like him.
Yeah, Ultron is cool. This is a good intro. This is a good introduction to what Ultron can be as a character for people who do not know who Ultron is.
I like how, because I think this first season of this show was like around the time of, or in the lead up to, or no, the first Avengers hadn't even come out yet, right?
No, this would be 2 years after Iron Man 1. Because Iron Man 1 was 2008.
Okay, so we're not even close to Age of Ultron then.
No, we're like a 1 year away from Avengers.
Yeah, because I was just thinking, like, looking at it in the screen cap we have here, this Ultron design looks to me like they just took the beefiness of movie Ultron and stuffed him into the comic book design, which I kind of did.
Yeah. And it's all good. It's solid. It's great. I love how they kept the Anthill lab that he had in the little micro episodes.
Yeah.
I love Black Panther and Hulk kind of being friends.
Yeah, they just show up and they're like, hey, we caught some bad guys. What do you want us to do? Oh, wow, things are going bad, huh? Okay, we'll deal with that.
2010. Yeah, canceled in 12 would probably be, and it's not because of the movie, it's because they wanted to synergize with the movie.
It's because Disney and oh god, what's his name? Loeb? What?
Bob Loeb?
No, it's
not Rob Loeb because he's an actor.
No, he was a DC guy for a long time. I should know his name. Jeff Loeb.
Oh, Jeff.
It's because Jeff Loeb was coming in and he was taking over all the animated stuff and going, we got to make it more like the movies because Disney told me to.
Ike Perlmutter is the reason why there was the Inhuman show and S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
And
Also, he was in charge of Marvel for like the late 90s, early 2000s, right?
Ike Perlmutter? No, there was another guy.
It's not Shooter.
No. Shooter was just editor-in-chief. He had no monetary ownership of Marvel.
Hmm.
Um, I'll have to go back and watch the Comic Pop Onslaught episode. Because because Sal talks about him there. But yeah, no, Ultron, good Ultron episode, good horror vibes. It's nice. It's always nice to see Red Ghost show up in a thing. Um, what do you think of the Serpent Society designs?
They're fine. I've never really cared for the Serpent Society. I don't dislike them, but
Doesn't
I looked
DC
at
have
them.
their own Serpent Society?
They might. I don't know. But I just looked at them in this and I was like, oh, look, it's the Snake Men from Masters of the Universe.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. Or alternatively, Cobra.
Mm-hmm.
Cobra is just Hydra, but with Serpent Society aesthetics. And I think that's why I like it better than either of them.
True. Yeah. Also, Mark 1, the Mark 1 armor, that it showed up. That was cool.
Yeah, that again, Iron Man in this show just being movie as fuck compared to all the other characters.
Because they haven't had like a really good established movie aspect of it yet, you know?
Yeah, he's in those movie designs, but they're animated in this style, and I'm like, but wouldn't it be cooler if that big like 2B silver comic book Mark One was fighting this simplistic silver Ultron? Ah.
Yeah. But here's the thing though, we won't be diving back into Ultron next week or Avengers next week because Moon Knight's happening. Yay! I am excited. Fact, are you excited?
Hooray, White Batman.
I don't know how many normally when they do a show, they drop the first 2 episodes.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know if they're gonna be dropping 2 episodes or just 1 next week. Either way, gonna have to watch whatever they put out.
Yeah.
Do you have any hopes for the show?
I hope it's good. I'm
Okay.
interested to find out, like, after they put the Netflix shows on Disney Plus, they changed Moon Knight's rating to be the same as the as the Netflix shows.
Mm-hmm. So TVMA.
Yeah. And I have one very serious question in relation to it in this podcast as a whole. Because it's meant to be like the release gap handoff in betweener from Moon Knight and Miss Marvel, are we going to be talking about Kenobi week to week?
We can.
Because I don't think there's a DC show that'll save our ass this time, unless we want to watch Doom Patrol.
We can always watch Doom Patrol, but Kenobi's fine.
Yeah.
Let's just hope they don't get confused with this face and Kenobi.
Yeah.
Because I realize I'm kind of rocking the Kenobi hair a little bit right now.
Yeah. You do. Your hair color is much closer to his than mine is, and you've got the kind of long hair that he has in that show.
Well, he's Irish, isn't he?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I'm Irish too. I'm just fucking black Irish, which means I'm hairy and I have
You're black Irish, which
my...
means you're Spanish.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, that's where Black Irish comes from. It comes from Spaniards long time ago going up to Ireland.
I love how Buster's like, do it, talk Kenobi, you nerds. And he's putting a quarter in the jukebox.
Guess what, Buster? Fuck you.
We're gonna talk about Doom Patrol now.
No. We're gonna talk about the Flash.
Oh god.
Not the CW one, the one from the 90s.
That might be okay. That might be okay.
But he's also in the CW one. It's Jay Garrick.
One of these days, when we have a gap and there's not a Star Wars show, I might have to subject you to some of the live action Supergirl shows so you can understand why I detest it so much.
Here's the thing: I watched like the first 34 seasons of Arrow. I watched like the first 2 seasons of Flash.
Mm.
I have a mild understanding.
Okay.
You'll take the '90s one. I mean, Mark Hamill's in it. He plays the trickster.
And he's in the new one too. He plays the trickster's grandpa.
No, he plays the trickster's dad.
Yeah.
I remember that episode.
He just looks like a grandpa because Mark Hamill's fucking old and decrepit.
He's not decrepit. He's just old. I was held at gunpoint to watch The Flash.
I can think of worse things to be held at gunpoint for, though.
Yeah. Guess what? Toys
What?
and news.
Oh, God. Is that
season.
any of this?
Do what?
I don't know.
You're the guy whose ears on the grindstone for all the toy news.
That's true, I am. Let's talk about Todd's latest bullshit, everybody.
Oh, okay. So this Flash is bullshit.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this Flash design. This was his design post Rebirth when he joined up with the Titans for a little while, and it's not good. It really just comes off to me like, well, we're doing the Hawkeye thing where both Wally and Barry are the Flash, but we got to make it look slightly different. So, what do? Let's just fuck with it. Let's just fuck with this perfect comic book design and make it weird.
See, I don't mind the different color pants. I just think it should be a different color.
Also, I'm pretty sure the colors are off from the actual comics. Like, it matches that art on the card next to him in the one photo, but I think they were much lighter in actual interior art.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Is this the design in Heroes in Crisis?
Yeah, it is. Though I don't think he has it anymore.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean...
because I don't know what the fuck is going on with Barry. I don't know if Barry's dead or what, but I know Wally is the Flash, and he's wearing the iconic costume again.
I was trying to do a thing.
Oh, were you?
Yeah. Hey, guess what? We're also getting a bunch of Marvel Legends retros.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't care too much for these, but I'm sure they'll be good. And they also showed, because I think this was in, they showed these in a fucking Instagram live stream. That's how they revealed these instead of a Fan First Friday, which was the weirdest shit I've seen in a while, but whatever. Got to get people looking at all them social media platforms. Got to get them clicks. And the other thing they showed was VHS animated style Jean Grey, which a lot of people have bitched and moaned about and said it doesn't look exactly like the animation. Oh no.
Son of a bitch, this is the perfect Jean Grey. This is good Jean Grey. I want this Jean Grey. Because I am always a proponent of Jim Lee costume Jean Grey.
I think this character design is dog shit, but it's a good representation of this character design.
Fuck off, I enjoy it.
That's why I said I think. I didn't say this
Look,
is
it makes
objectively
total
dog
sense
shit.
for a person who is only a psychic to have armor to protect themselves because they do not have super strength.
I don't mind the armor. I just hate those colors. And I've never cared for those masks that don't actually cover anything.
Well, it's not a mask. It's a head sock.
I don't like them. It's my least favorite thing about Gambit's design, too.
We got some Mafix Toys.
Yeah, your monthly Mafix reveals are here, everybody, and it's classic Magneto and Snyderverse Cyborg.
That
Ugh.
he looks weird.
He just looks like one of the fucking Ultron drones from Age of Ultron.
He looks
Like
like
that
a
one head where his face is fully covered. I'm like, that just looks like generic army builder robot to me.
yeah. You know what he looks like? He looks like a low polygon model of himself. He looks like the model that they
Yeah.
used in a PS1 game to represent Cyborg.
Good God, the CGI in that movie must have been terrible. I don't know. I haven't. I still refuse to see it.
But Magneto looks great.
Yeah, he's pretty good. It's obviously a fair bit of reuse, remolding out of their Age of Apocalypse Magneto, but you know what? It works. This is a near perfect Magneto figure, I'd say. I
Oh
would have
god, the
liked it.
black head though.
Yeah, you can give him blackface. How great!
Fuck off. It's a shadow.
I know, I know. Though honestly, I would have traded that for a smiley, happy head. Because I like the idea of Magneto occasionally being cocky or posing him having an amicable conversation with Charles.
Mm-mm. It's understandable. I think they're just going for like classic villain Magneto, and
Yeah. Like, this looks like Magneto on the cover of Jim Lee X-Men #1.
Yep. No, that's always a good Magneto to kind of have.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I'd probably get this to be my shelf Magneto if I ever decided I needed a shelf Magneto. Because I don't currently have one and it's not high priority.
it's Magneto.
Yeah, I know. I've got a lot of the other Marvel big bads. I got fucking Thanos. I got Doom. I got Dormammu. I got Ultron. I got Goblin. I got Kingpin. I got a lot of them.
I love how two of those are just Spider-Man villains.
Well, yeah, Spider-Man's like half of the interest in Marvel.
Yeah.
Everybody else splits up the other half.
Depends on the year because sometimes it's X-Men.
That's Well, X-Men's got like the other 40%, and then everybody else splits up the other 10%.
Oof, you don't have to be fucking right.
Moon Knight's got like 0.00002% of fan interest in the 90s.
But hey, they're making a boys figure.
They sure are, and I've heard the name Black Noir before, but I'd never seen the character design before, and I just want, like, I put this in here because we cover all comic book news, but I also wanted to put this in here because, like, this might be the laziest costume design I've ever fucking seen in my entire life.
You know what this looks like? This looks like the costume design for a series that's meant to be a parody and taking the piss out of making toys out of these shitty people.
Mm-hmm. It looks like a prototype for a Batman suit, or no, it looks like you just swap the head out for like a regular guy. And this is one of those guys in the opening of The Dark Knight who's wearing hockey pads.
Question: is it just me, or is his crotch very prominent? His cod piece.
Oh yeah, he's packing, and he's also got a big dick.
Look at, like, Jesus. You can see it from the back.
I kind of want this figured out.
He's just big dick Batman.
Yeah, somebody customized this into Batman from that one cover.
Jesus Christ. I don't like the boys. I don't like the concept of the boys. I just don't like... Who wrote the boys? He also wrote Preacher. Like, he's a good writer, but I don't like him doing... Garth Ennis. I don't like him doing superhero stuff because he just hates it. He doesn't like it. So why would I want to read something by someone who doesn't enjoy what they're making?
I'm completely neutral towards it, honestly.
Hey, guess what?
I know a lot of people love it right now.
Yeah. A lot of people also don't have taste.
That's true. And speaking of things that are tasteless,
it's not that bad. I mean, it's posthumous and that's kind of a thing, but like,
yeah.
Joker figure.
Yeah, Joker figure by fucking brand new company that like has never really done proper action figures before, breaking into the 1/6 scale 12-inch range and immediately fucking showing up Hot Toys. Because like Hot Toys kind of made their name on doing figures of Dark Knight characters, and this looks better than Hot Toys Joker,
Yeah, this
than
looks.
any of them.
That hair looks super really well done.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's rooted. It almost looks rooted in some of the close-ups,
Whoa,
but
whoa, whoa,
I
whoa! Wait a second. Will Smith just punched Chris Rock? Like legit or a work?
don't talk about the fucking Oscars in here. Fuck off with that shit, Buster. I'm gonna remove you.
Okay, weird. Whatever. We'll figure it out after we're done with the podcast. But back to this Joker. Good Joker.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
The cloth, though, like it is, feels
Oh, it's
really
near perfect.
perfect. Some neat accessories. That's a lot of
Yeah,
guns.
the fucking detail on that submachine gun, though, like where you can actually see the engraving for the safety switch.
The hands.
Mm-hmm. Little pile of hands, little pile of ultra realistic toy sized money. Um, it's got the grenades from that one scene.
Like it's genuinely. Yeah, don't worry. It's fucking. You're fine, bud.
Yeah, and that diorama it comes with ain't too bad too.
And no, it's really good. I. You know what? I would love to see their Batman.
Mm-hmm. Let's hope they do a Batman soon. Let's remember this company's name because I think they're going places in art. They are they're up and comers. They're gonna be big guns pretty soon. I'm betting.
Mm-hmm. They're good.
It's also worth noting that this is apparently cheaper than the Hot Toys version. I didn't realize that.
They have done some legacy Heath Ledger figures, and I think it's mostly been Hot Toys and like some other companies, but it's not like that we're getting a Heath Ledger Joker every year, you know.
Yeah, Hot Toys did one. Well, Hot Toys, like technically all their Jokers came after his passing,
Yeah.
but like there were Mattel figures made for the movie while it was still in production, so I don't know if those count. NECA's done a Joker recently, and then recently someone else did another retail level Joker. And there's been like some Mafix and whatnot. This version of Joker is so popular. There's new figures of it like every 3 or 4 years.
Yeah. It is a landmark version of the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
Um and I do think his family still receives money from it. Like they're the ones
Oh
who
yeah,
own his
you
likeness.
gotta go to the estate for the license. I think.
Yeah, yeah. Which, you know, on one level, using your dead family member to make money, but also they're the ones benefiting from it, not necessarily corporations. So like, six one way, half dozen the other.
Yeah, and I also sometimes wonder, and this is kind of getting off topic, but whatever. I always wonder like what it must be like in that situation to have like a famous relative or something, especially if you're like a couple generations down now. Like, how much do you think Gene Roddenberry's family still cares about Star Trek?
I don't know. I have a feeling like with situations like that, there may be like one grandkid who cares, but the rest kind of like, they did something. I don't know.
Yeah,
You know.
um, yeah. And The Dark Knight is kind of I have a similar feeling towards The Dark Knight as a movie. Like I like The Dark Knight. I was obsessed with it like everyone else when it was brand new. But now I just kind of respect it, and I haven't watched it in like I want to say almost 5 years. The last time I tried to watch it, I got like an hour in, and I went like, I want to say this is boring, but it's just like I've gotten everything I can get out of this. I don't need to watch this anymore.
Yeah, it's. I wouldn't say it's a Batman movie that doesn't hold up, but it's a Batman movie very much of its time.
Uh-huh. I can go back to Begins, but Dark Knight, I I have a hard time sitting through again and staying invested, and I don't think I've watched Rises since the theater, to be honest.
Yeah. Though I do think going on a second look on that movie might give it a better light, because at the time it kind of was a little divisive. It's just like, eh. Now
Yeah,
I think it might be a little bit looked at more fondly.
yeah. I do want to watch The Batman again once I can, though.
Hmm.
I might I might wait till October. I might make that one of my spoopy movies this year
Fair enough.
because
Fair
it
enough.
had a very spoopy atmosphere about it.
I think part of the thing of the Dark Knight kind of losing some of its luster might just be that was 2008. That and
Yeah.
Iron Man came out the same year.
Uh-huh.
So for a long while, it was the only pallbearer for that style of superhero movie. So it was just talked about all the goddamn time. While the
Mhm.
Marvel-y style of big fun action roller coasters got so much things to talk about, and you could change what you were thinking about and doing all the time and all that kind of stuff. So it just kind
Mhm.
of like you had to over talk about the Dark Knight.
Yeah. Whereas like and I feel like I should pay lip service to them since we're in this conversation now. The Schumacher Burton films, I like them all. They're fine. I just leave them in my childhood, honestly.
I do believe the Burton films hold up pretty good. The first Schumacher film is better than people give it for. The last one is not bad, but it is not amazing cinema.
Mm. Can I tell you a secret? Since like we need to fill time now, since there's no Disney Plus show this week, and we're just doing this now. I I like Batman and Robin more than most of the other Batman films of that time. Like, I don't think it's great, but like I enjoy it and I find it I honestly feel like the Schumacher world and style is more comic book accurate than most other adaptations of Batman.
It's just an era of Batman that people don't want to actually talk about,
Uh-huh.
which would be the era that Schumacher remembers as a kid.
Hmm.
No, big fun gay camp.
Yeah, it's good.
Uh,
And the '60s movie is great too.
yeah.
It's fucking that's Goat Ross Joaquino right there.
I still attest that Jim Carrey did a good Riddler.
Mhm.
Like what he was trying to do with the Riddler was fun and interesting in and of itself.
Yeah, because he was trying to do Frank Gorshin Riddler.
Yeah,
He wasn't trying to do super genius mastermind Riddler.
yeah. Which is just what it was trying to be. Also, the only time we've ever got Robin on film, other than like the '60s movie, but like that to me is a TV made for TV movie based off the show. It's not a movie.
Mhm. And if you want to get super technical, there is that character that Joseph Gordon-Levitt plays in Rises, but that was fucking stupid and awful. I
Yeah.
hate that. He was the worst part of that movie for me. Um,
Oh, your real name is so nice, Robin.
who the fuck actually names a person Robin in the space year of whenever the fuck the Dark Knight Rises came out?
I mean, there's several people named Robin. More often than not, they're women, but there's several people named Robin.
That's true. I don't know what I'm talking about. Were there comics this week?
Yeah, there's several comics this week.
Oh,
Multiple, in fact. No comics we both read though, which is not a first, but
oh, did I miss an issue of Spider-Man?
there is no Spider-Man this week.
Oh, okay.
There
That's
was no
weird.
Spider-Man this week. Remember, it's like 3 weeks, so like Spider-Man, 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 no Spider-Man.
Mm. I thought it was just straight weekly.
Nope. Uh, but you want to know what's come to an end? Captain
Sure.
America, Iron Man. I'm pretty sure it's over. I need to go back and look and see if it's actually over or if it's going to be an ongoing. But no, this was ultimately, this is the epilogue Civil War has needed for years.
Oh, cool. At the point nobody cares.
Yeah, but it's a fun character, Captain America and Iron Man story. Fun, cool character. This is a Marvel equivalent of World's Finest. But it's Marvel, so they're fucked.
Ah.
A little bit, but there's ultimately hope. But basically, throughout this whole little adventure, the one Hydra lady's going like, look, if we control all the sides, less people will get hurt. If we control the crime and the people who stop crime, less people will get hurt. And Captain America basically goes like, yeah, no, that's dumb. You can't control people like that. Because she brings up the idea of like, what couldn't like the world governments just like sanction you and say like you're good to go, and he's just like, yeah, and what if they say we can't go? It's morally right to try and do the right thing, that kind of stuff. Because this ultimately, let me open the comic real quick.
Ow.
I'm trying to remember.
You don't speed read them before the show?
No, because I'm trying to set up the show. All the while, Iron Man is heading over to 52, and his team, super team, who are trying to betray him and kill him to keep secret that they were working with the bad guys in order to gain clout and be recognized as a good superhero team and everything. Which 52 was like, no, fuck you. We got to be heroes. We got to do the right thing. So basically, Iron Man saves the alien dude. All the while, Steve and the Hydra lady are like working together trying to fight the robots because the AI was taking over the SHIELD helicarrier and they're trying to stop it. So she goes like, just because you see yourself as the good guy doesn't mean I'm the villain. In the grand scheme of humanity's long-term well-being, you're the bad guy. I can see why you would come to that conclusion. And do you have a riposte? The blunt, honest truth is that we're here and it's too late to do anything about it. This didn't start with Abraham Erskine injecting me with super soldier serum. It didn't start with Reed Richards building a spaceship. It didn't start with mutants or a gamma bomb. People with superpowers were inevitable. This is a wondrous universe filled with astonishing creatures, none more so than humanity. Superheroes, as we're called, we were on the horizon from the very beginning. You need to be controlled. Anyone who controls us would use us.
I like that speech, but that doesn't sound like Steve Rogers to me. That sounds like Captain Jean-Luc Picard.
Yeah, but like you get the idea. He's basically saying like, yo, like, it's fucked. It's a bad situation. It's just a situation all around, and we just need to be better people to overcome it, and rather than just bowing down to our own fears. Can you really be that naive? You think it's that's all it's gonna take? Yeah, it's control ourselves. All this kind of stuff as they're trying to fight, do all the good stuff, blah blah blah. As they beat the robot, they do all that stuff, and basically the other superhero team comes in and goes like, "Yo, we're not the bad guys, but you're not gonna treat us like bad guys just to throw us in jail. You gotta understand, we can't let that happen. You know what we gotta do, right?" And Iron Man just sighs and goes, "Yeah, we know," and a superhero fight happens.
Okay.
It's basically going like, yeah, fuck, you know. Petty, they were relatively nice kids when things were going their way. Vox had a makings of a real leader. Prima Donna could have been one of the Grace if she just learned to get over her insecurities. Think Tank with nothing but potential, that kind of stuff. And then Steve gives a fucking amazing speech. The leader character goes, "This isn't fair. We weren't given a chance to prove ourselves." Every second of every day is your chance to prove yourself, kid. Not everyone is cut out for this line of work. Not everyone with power has the necessary sense of responsibility. There's a young man I could have introduced you to. You spend a day with him, you'd understand. Between the jokes and swinging around, you'd understand. But you don't get to spend that day with that young man. You were tested and found wanting. It's all about basically you gotta be. You can control your like superhero, control yourself, all that kind of stuff, and it's good. I enjoyed it. Also, Zemo shows up at the end to fucking scare the Hydra lady, and she goes, "Zemo, fuck."
Sick.
Yeah. So we may be getting... Oh, no. Captain America will return this April in Captain America, issue 0.
Ooh.
Iron Man Adventure.
What is that about?
No word on who's writing it. We'll have to look it up.
Okay.
And Iron Man 18. But we'll get to that in a moment. So yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. It is a good romp through Marvel's 2 big major heroes.
Yeah.
And it just really shows, like, because ultimately we have dived into Iron Man's side of Civil War and why it was flawed and why he did what he... We have dived into that side of Tony Stark, of, like, why did he do what he did? Why did he think it was the right decision? All that kind of stuff. But it's really nice to just have Captain America go, like, look, if someone has the button, someone's going to push the button.
Yeah.
We can't give them the button in the first place. We gotta be more responsible with ourselves. And using Spider-Man as basically like, we need to be like Spider-Man. We need to be like him. We need to have that kind of mindset with who we are, what we can do. And if we can't do that, we shouldn't be using our powers in the first place. You know?
Yeah.
It's a good little, like, that's what Captain America is. So tell me about Bolero.
Bolero, number 3. This book continues to confuse and astound me in wonderful ways because this issue is a whole lot of spending time back in main universe with the main character trying to live her life again and get back to on good terms with everybody. And it goes well for a little while until she fucks up in a major way and tries to give one of her other friends access to all the jumps. And that doesn't go the way she expects it to. And I'm trying to get to the end of this real quick so I can remember what the fuck happened. Yeah.
What, you don't speed read these books before we start?
I do. I just don't. I'm fucking old, okay?
Buddy, you're how many years younger than me?
We also get a big old blowout between the character and her boyfriend at the end of the issue, which leads to a big old fucking reveal about her ex, which is evidently going to be delved into next issue. So this book continues to be something where it's like, I have no idea what the fuck is going on, but it's interesting character work and crazy sci-fi bullshit, and I like it and it's cool. Go read it.
Do they say what the reveal is, or it's like, there is a reveal next time?
The ex has been jumping through the multiverse too.
Oh.
Like the ex who was her first love and is a trans woman.
So you want to tell me about the Human Target, book 6?
Yeah, this fucking issue, man. Because I'm still in love with this book. I you know me, I'm a slut for anything Tom King writes.
I know.
And this is great character work, great amazing art, and something happening right at the end, which I know pissed a whole lot of people off, and I'm just like, that's funny.
I see Guy Gardner. Did Guy get punched, or is Guy the culprit?
Guy got fucking deaded.
Oh!
Yeah, because this issue begins with Christopher Chance, the human target, and Ice having a big old spat over, like, he suspects Fire might have been the one that tried to poison Lex and ended up poisoning him. And she's like, there's no fucking way it was Fire. Fire's my best friend. You don't know what you're talking about. And so there's a large chunk of the issue where they're not talking to each other. And then he goes back and tries to talk to her again, and they just fuck a whole bunch. And then the next day, he's like, all right.
Yeah, that sounds like a Tom King book.
Yeah, and the next day, Christopher Chance is like, all right, I guess we're just not going to work this out. So I'm going to go talk to Fire anyway. And then fucking guy just bursts into Ice's house and starts beating the shit out of Christopher Chance. And he's like, I told you to stay away from my girl. And you fucking lied to me. That wasn't Hal Jordan. You gave my ring to a stranger and I had to go steal it back, you asshole. I'm going to fucking kill you. And then Fire is like, guy, get out of my... Or Ice is like, guy, get out of my house. And he just starts trying to talk her down, like, you're just a girl. You don't know what you're talking about. This is good for you. Like, doing the abusive boyfriend thing. And she's just like, I said, get the fuck out of my house. And right then, Chance distracts Guy by trying to shoot him. And he uses the ring to stop it. But he's distracted long enough that Ice uses her powers to freeze him solid. And then Christopher Chance punches him in the face, and his head shatters into a million pieces.
So it is a take on Guy Gardner getting punched.
Yeah. And then the issue just ends with them being like, well, we're in a big old mess now, huh? And that's the cliffhanger that we're left on. Or no, because they then fuck again, and then Christopher Chance leaves. And then the last 3 pages of this book is Christopher Chance goes back to his apartment, and Fire is there waiting for him. And that's the cliffhanger we're left on for the next 5 months.
Did they fuck over Guy's shattered corpse?
I guess.
And you like this book?
It's good character work, you know? There's a lot of cool introspective stuff, and the art is fucking beautiful. Which is why the book is now going to take another 5 months to get another issue, because they want to make sure they can use the same artist for the whole book, so they're just doing it all for the next 5 months, and then we're going to get it. Which is smart. It's good. I'd prefer that over having another artist step in the middle of the book, but Jesus.
You're worried for a saga.
Yeah. They say 5 months, but what if it's 5 years?
Then you'll have to reread the book.
That is true.
Okay, next book. Mm-hmm. Hey, tell me about Rogues.
So Rogues is basically Joshua Williams' baby. He has been wanting to do this since Rebirth, but DC kept telling him, no, we gotta do main continuity shit first. Hang on. And he's just been developing this idea in the background the whole time. And this idea is the Dark Knight returns, but for the Flash's Rogues.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. And this is honestly a really good book. It's just, it's doing everything you would expect it to be, which is some of them are dead, some of them are in weird places, some of them are in good places. And Leonard Snart, Captain Cold, tries to get the band back together again for one last heist that's going to set them all up forever. And they have to bring in a couple new members because they need to make up the numbers. And it turns out he may be a little bit more of a bastard than the rest of them. But they're all in too deep now, so they're going to have to go with his plan, which is to fucking rob Gorilla Grodd.
Yeah. I mentioned Gorilla Grodd earlier. That's funny.
But no, it's good. I like it. There's not much else to say about it. I'm not a super fan of the Rogues, so I'm not very precious about these characters. I can't go oh, this is a great scene because of this or that. But I know enough to be yeah, this is fun. I'm enjoying this.
Is the Flash still around?
No, I think they say he's dead.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I do really enjoy the credits page, though, because it's Rogues, Book 1, Once Upon a Time in Central City. Leonard Snart as Captain Cold. Lisa Snart as Golden Glider. James Jesse as Trickster, Benjamin Turner as Bronze Tiger, Frankie Kane as Magenta, Mick Rory as Heatwave, Evan McCullen as Mirror Master, and featuring Gorilla Grodd as himself.
That's cute.
Yeah.
I wanna predict what predict what will be a twist in the book.
Okay.
Captain Cold has cancer and he's dying and he's trying to relive his glory days one last time.
That could be a thing, but like
also giving the rest of the rogues like basically like the heist is my will, take it and live a good life.
That could be a thing, but also like the entire first like 10 pages of this book are establishing that he's now been out of prison for a little bit and he's on parole and he's got this horrible abusive parole officer and he has this shitty factory job which is only promoting him because promoting an ex-con to an executive position would be a diversity win for them, and he's just like, oh fuck this, nobody cares about me. I'm gonna go do crimes again.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying like that seems like a twist this book can take.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you would like to say about it?
Art's really nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
Captain Cole on that cover looks like the dad from that 70s show.
He does a little bit, especially when he's in his work uniform.
So I read Iron Man 18.
How was that?
Well, we're dealing with the end results of Tony Stark killing all of his friends with godlike power.
God damn it, Tony.
Yeah, Tony would agree with you. Basically, it's mostly just an inner character kind of examination of Tony basically saying like, Tony, why do you keep fucking up? And him going like, I feel like if it wasn't accomplishing something, I wasn't being noticed by my father. I.e., if I wasn't doing something good, I didn't get his love. And that has impacted me, making me believe that if I'm not trying to do something right at any given moment, that I am nothing.
All right.
And anytime I have the capability of doing something right, I go overboard to the point where I fuck everything up, and then I'm back at square one. And so basically, Patty says like, yo, you have the power of a god. You can bring them back to life. You can do that. And he's like, yeah. And she's like, you can do anything. You can even make them forget that you killed them. Go back to square one. This never happened. They trust you. You're their friend. Everything goes back. But you won't learn the lesson. You won't learn to actually be a good person to regain their trust. So make them remember. Bring them back. But make them remember that you killed them. Genuinely earn their trust back. And so he does. And everybody goes like, fuck you, Tony, and leaves. As Tony is all alone as he gives up the power cosmic.
Interesting. This is going to be a great catalyst, a great little prequel to inform Civil War 4.56 days past Dream Drop Distance.
Buddy, we've only had 2 Civil Wars. What do you want about?
There was the one with the kids, and there's the street level one that's going on right now. Those are Civil Wars. They just don't want to call them Civil Wars.
Tony alone is freaking goddamn. No, there's Civil War, Children's Crusade. No, yes.
No, not Children's Crusade. What was
The
the Kamala Law?
Kamala's Law.
Yeah, I don't remember what that event was called. It's just the Kamala's Law event.
Yeah. Civil War 2 and Devil's Reign.
So yeah, now we're due for Civil War 5 over 6/8 of a tenth. Cosmic conundrum.
Fuck off. There's a level of like fuck off you can do right now. You're at like level 10.
Yeah.
Out of 69.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. Tell me about Action Comics.
I think you would really enjoy this Action Comics issue because it's just fucking all the awesome shit Midnighter has been up to leading the Resistance.
Fuck yeah, gay Batman.
Yeah, it's just gay Batman leading a resistance on an alien planet against
Mongol?
fucking Mongol, and then like spreading the stories of how awesome Superman is while also being like, fuck Superman, I just want to free my husband.
But he realized Superman's a symbol of hope and it helps his goal.
Yeah, and then it ends with them going, oh, hey, they're about to go kill all the other outsiders. We should probably go save them. But I was about to go save Apollo. We should probably go save them. Superman will be there. And once we get Superman, we can save Apollo a lot easier. Yeah, fine, fucking fair enough. Let's go save Superman. And then it just cuts over, and Superman looks like goddamn Conan the Barbarian.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's great. I love Action Comics right now. It's fucking peak sci-fi Superman, and I'm into it.
Have you been reading the Martian Manhunter backups?
I keep meaning to, and then like by the time I get to Action Comics, it's always like, it's late at night. I want to watch Dynamite.
Is it an ongoing story or is it little episodic things, or can you not tell?
I think it's an ongoing thing, but I don't know.
Fair enough. Hey. Go. What's the third word? Power Rangers or Godzilla?
I don't know, because this is Godzilla versus the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I like that they're very forceful about that. Like with the Batman, it's the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
I don't see a the on the cover.
Weird, because it said that on the website. What the fuck? Well, anyway, this is great. This is like genuinely wonderful, and I don't know why I ever doubted it wouldn't be, because it was because Buster flipped out like a zoomer about the first page having dead bodies in it. Because there can't be dead bodies in Power Rangers ever. That's not a thing.
But there's a ton of dead bodies in Godzilla.
Yeah. But no, I fucking loved this book because it's just everything you want to see with these two groups together. It's perfect. It's exactly what this writer and artist combo did with the TMNT Batman crossovers.
Hell yeah.
Because it's literally just very quick setup. Just Rita is getting a MacGuffin from a temple somewhere, and Tommy's tracking her. And Zordon's like, Tommy, wait for the rest of the Rangers to come before you try to stop her. And he's like, no, fuck you, I'm gonna do it. And then she sets off the MacGuffin, and they're thrust into the Godzilla universe, and it's in the middle of Godzilla fighting some other kaiju. I know it's actually a movie kaiju. I forget which one.
Do you remember? Can you describe what it looks like, and maybe we can piece it together?
He's got like drill hands and a big star protrusion on his forehead.
I know. Okay, I know who you're talking about. I don't know their name.
Yeah, it's one of those monsters where it's like, oh, I know that guy, I just don't know his name. And it is very specifically the Showa designs. They very specifically went for like, okay, this is Showa era Godzilla. It's the original Godzilla meeting the original Power Rangers, and I'm very into that. Because immediately there's another fucking crazy deep pull, which is Rita goes, oh shit, there's a monster fight, and we gotta figure out who's in charge of that. Oh look, a flying saucer, that's probably the people we need to talk to. And they go on board the flying saucer, and it's the fucking aliens from Godzilla vs. Monster Zero. that were controlling King Ghidorah.
All right.
Yeah. And they're just like, and she's like, "Oh, so you're trying to fight this big lizard? How's that working?" And they're like, "Oh, we've controlled countless monsters, and none have prevailed against Godzilla." And she's like, "Wait, you control your monsters? You're getting them from somewhere else? You're not making them? What's up with that?" And then we cut away from her, and Zordon.
She's gonna be their monster supplier.
Entirely possible.
Yeah. Yo, what if they pull some like deep cuts and make like some Ultra monsters? Because Ultra and Godzilla are owned by Toho, right?
It could be. Or no, Ultraman. The Ultra franchise is Subaraya.
Okay. I thought it was like okay. So the first bits were. Why do I always think Ultra is like related to Toho somehow?
Might be because of Zone Fire, which was an Ultraman ripoff that was made by Toho and used Godzilla suits.
No, I think the special effects person for Godzilla went on to create Ultraman.
Oh yeah, Eiji Tsuburaya.
Yeah. So like that's where I'm getting the connection of like the guy who did the suit for Godzilla went on to do Ultraman. Not that they are related anyway, so he just like reused his techniques. I was looking for my phone, like I need to Google. I want to Google something. Where is my phone? I remember I'm using it as a camera.
But anyway, while Rita's talking to those aliens, at the same time, remember I said there's no bullshitting around. Just right away in the first issue, they give you exactly what you want to see. So we get to see Godzilla versus the Dragon Zord. And Godzilla kicks the shit out of Tommy.
I know you enjoyed that.
Like, he gets a couple good hits in at the start, and then Godzilla's just like, alright, enough of this, and tears the Dragon Sword in half.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and read this.
Yeah, it's so fucking wonderful. I'm like, there's even a little panel while the Dragon Sword's being torn in half of like a close up on Tommy's helmet, and you can see his eye, and he's like fucking tearing up. It's so good.
How much of this book is probably going to be like, fuck Tommy?
I hope all of it is just fuck Tommy, or you know what? Bold prediction. At the end of this, during a big Monster Mash kaiju fight, Tommy is going to pilot Mechagodzilla.
I can see that. That'd be and like it gets like the little like lines that would appear, you know, those Tron lines that they might like to put in the design. They go from red to green.
At the end of this, the other 5 Rangers show up and they're like, "Oh fuck, what do we do? Dinosaur power, I guess." So we'll see where that goes.
The Megazord probably only comes at the Godzilla's belly button, doesn't it?
The Dragon Zord was about the same height as Godzilla.
Well, the Dragon Zord was a good head taller than the Megazord, so it's like shoulders.
That is true.
I know my sizes.
Yeah. No, I loved this. This is so good, and I can't believe that this exists in the same fucking comic book publishing landscape as fucking Power Rangers universe.
On to the next book, though. So, Devil's Reign X-Men.
How's that going?
I think this is the final issue of this little mini arc thing. Because basically everything's wrapped up. So the little girl that everyone thought, Emma kidnapped, and she just helped her escape from an abusive household. She shows up. She's a fucking assassin trained by Elektra for like a few weeks. And Elektra fucked off. But basically, Emma Frost is captured by Union Jack in England. And she's being taken into custody. And Union Jack goes like, "All right, we have power dampening collars. We have everything prepared for you, Emma." And then the person, the cop coming in with the power dampening collar, like goes to Emma and then puts it on himself, and he just goes like, "Yep, I'm putting on the collar." And Emma just looks at Union Jack and goes like, "Kid." No, Union Jack goes like, "Oh, what? You weren't wearing your psi dampeners? Why weren't you wearing your psychic dampeners? And she just looks at him and goes like, 50% of the cops here don't even believe in telepathy. They don't believe it exists.
Oh.
The rest of them, half of them believe that side dampeners cause tumors, so they aren't wearing them. And so she just basically controls all of the cops to pepper spray themselves and open up their gas grenades and dance around while she just walks out of the precinct. So it's big fun. But basically all the information that Kingpin was trying to pin on Emma has been brought to light by Ben Urich. Which is definitely real early on in the X-Men run, because Ben Urich's been dead in there for a bit. No, Ben Urich is mind wiped. He's not dead. Never mind. Fuck me. Yeah. And basically Emma goes up to Kingpin while he's in bed with his wife, Typhoid Mary. And basically, she mind controls Typhoid Mary to get up on Kingpin with a knife to his throat. And she just basically goes like, fucker, I know too much shit about you. Do not fucking test me. And that's kind of the end of the book.
Mm. Also, I watched the slap. Looks scripted as fuck.
Mm. Mm. But yeah, no, it was solid enough. On to the next book. Shang-Chi.
Mm.
This is really gearing up to the climax of the Grandfather arc. The Emma cover? Yeah, it's good, but there's weirdness in it. But Shang-Chi. So there's a bunch of fucking monsters hunting after Shang-Chi's family because his grandfather hates his dad. They're fighting all the monsters, blah, blah, blah. They do all that stuff, and they go like, oh, shit, they're chasing after my dad blood. Our brother's in jail, and he doesn't know about it. We need to go save him. So they go save the brother, do all that kind of stuff. Yada, 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 yada. And they do all that stuff, and, like, his brothers goes like, yo, you came to save me. That's kind of dope. I still don't like how you put me in prison. And Shang-Chi's like, we're trying to be good. We're trying to be better people. Go back to jail. Do your time. And he fucking goes like, fuck you, asshole. But then it is pointed out to Shang-Chi, yo, they're going to keep coming after him. It'd probably be a good idea just to break him out of jail and not have to worry about it anymore. Also, they go find the sister who did the hammers, who fucked off to be a lumberjane. So she's back. Now the siblings are together, and now they're going to the mystic Chinese dimension to go save their mom. You are really not interested in Shang-Chi.
People are fucking idiots, man.
Hey, you want to talk about Wonder Girl?
I can do that. This is a lot of treading water, honestly. It's like we just take a big step back and go like, oh yeah, there's a lot of people reading this who don't know shit about Yara and Fleur. We should probably like re-explain her backstory. Which, I'm thankful for, because I don't know shit about Yara and Fleur, or at least I didn't until I read this, but like it literally just is like the first 5 or so pages I want to say are that, and then there's a bunch of like little in between the scene kind of things that happen right up until the last couple pages, which put us right back where we left off, which is just reestablishing that the Bana Madal chose Donna Troy, the Equisarias chose Yara Fleur, the Themyscirans showed Philippus, and Diana inserted herself as a representative of all Amazons, and they're going to be competing in this big fucking contest to pick whoever stands in front of this fucking door.
Question: standing in front of the fucking door, is that like seeing being the person who controls the fucking Rainbow Road and Thor?
Kinda.
Okay.
A little bit. I should say though, like for all my like bitching and fun making of this issue, it is fucking gorgeous. Like this is Joelle Jones on her fucking A game drawing this.
Well, the cover reminds me of Art Nouveau, which is nice.
Mm-hmm. Like there's this great issue where they're just like, okay, here's every named Isadian at this big splash page.
Buster.
What?
Standing in front of the door is being a major plot point is why I don't read comics. They're not standing in front of the door as the plot point. It's being the guardian of a thing.
They're fighting for the right to stand in front of the door. But here, I'm gonna send you this big splash page of just like here's the names of all of Yarn Fleur's friends from the Asadians. And it's a really cool, stylish way to present it, I think.
Hold on. Boop. Yeah. Yeah. All right, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Now people can. Oh, hold on. I didn't fix Discord yet. There. Double vac.
What?
There we go.
Joke is old.
Now it's fixed.
Yeah.
That's
Look
neat.
at that. Isn't that neat?
Yeah. I hope all those designs aren't fucking weirdly culturally appropriative.
I mean, some Aki said last week that tribe is somewhat controversial, so I don't know.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say about the book?
I liked it. It was good. It was good to get to hear for the backstory of Yarn Fleur, to finally have that explained to me after having her be a big deal for like 2 years now.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get on with it.
Nice.
Yeah.
So the last book we're talking about tonight, Two Vax
Okay.
for the Price of These Nuts.
That's a fair deal.
Yeah. Is the deaths of Wolverine.
Right.
So Wolverine fights the evil, corrupted Phalanx version of Wolverine with the power of love and family.
Is this the comic where, because I saw a page floating around, is this the issue where Moira tells Charles to go fuck himself?
Yes.
Nice.
It's not she's telling him to fuck him. She's remembering that moment in Hawks and Pox where she comes and talks to Charles, and she's going like, they fucked me over. Fuck them. Which, to an extent, like, no. There's a lot of things. It's just like, a lot of people have been saying like Moira's the end, like where Moira is right now isn't great in comparison to where Hawks and Pox brought her. But I don't know, I'm digging it. What were you giggling about, bud?
I'm not saying it on camera.
Oh. He just opened up porn.
I didn't open that up. Fuck you.
I'm kidding. Or am I? So let me go back through all of this issue. But yeah, no, Moira basically gives herself a cyborg body, so Moira's a cyborg now. But yeah, Wolverine fights the worst possible future of himself, while Beast and not safe for Vac. Whoa. While Beast and I can't remember her name, she's the hacker lady in X-Force. You know what I'm talking about. Basically go like, you know what? Wolverine's pretty fucking dope. Wolverine is like the epitome of the X-Men. He he's a hard ass, but he he finds his family and he cares about them and everything. And in the end, he's willing to make hard choices and decisions. While the book ends with Charles, Jean Grey, Wolverine, Scout, Daken, and Wolverine all having a drink together. And Scout just goes why are you so grumpy and serious? It's just a very cute family moment. And you're just going wow, Wolverine can be happy.
That's great.
You okay there, bud?
Yeah, I just saw the guy who played Chris Rock's childhood white friend in Everybody Hates Chris. He posted, "I'm rolling up to defend Chris."
Yeah, no, I just posted the little family get together in the Discord.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. And Wolverine's just going things aren't gonna stay the same. In the next panel's Sabretooth. We're setting up Sabretooth.
Yay!
We're doing Sabretooth. What you knew. But yeah, that's all the books we read this week. Unless you read anything else you want to mention and you didn't tell me and send it over to me.
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wholesome panel. Wolverine being happy is always a good thing.
Uh-huh. And I like Jean just being the supportive stepmom in the corner.
You know what's funny? Because canonically, there is a reason why all the X-Men are hot.
There is?
Yeah. The mutant gene is part of the mutant gene makes you a pinnacle of humanity.
Oh,
the pinnacle of what you can be. So everybody's just hot. But you also stay young for a little bit longer. You look hot for longer. So Daken looks the same age as Jean somewhat. They're not. Daken's younger, Jean is older because Jean's physically more in line with Wolverine. But Wolverine also always looks like a haggard old man. Because he has that years of experience. Being horny being horny as a canon explanation in the mutants, yeah. There's a reason for it.
You've given me one of the stupidest, most fan art thoughts I've had in a while, which is just for some reason Daken and young Cable hanging out. Or no, it'd be funnier if it was Daken and old Cable. They're just hanging out. Oh, and at one point Jean just walks into the room to get something and walks out, and Daken just goes, "You know your mom's a MILF, right?" And Cable just punches him.
Yeah, that would happen. Daken's that kind of idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's a canon explanation why mutants are hot.
Comics, they think of everything.
Speaking of hot, how about the not? Vac, tell people where they can find you.
I'm on YouTube, Vacuuminator, Twitter, Vacuuminator, Instagram, _Vacuuminator. Yes, should probably be a the in those other ones as well.
You gotta know where to put you gotta put the underscore, bud. The underscore.
That sounds like the name of a shitty '90s villain.
Well, I was Undertaker. That was the joke.
Yeah, he's like a Spawn character that just looks like the Undertaker for some reason, but with cyborg implants.
Yeah. He has a keytar.
Yeah.
Music score.
And he can and the top of it is you pull it out and it's a sword.
Nice. Hey, howdy. Would you like to see a variety of content on the internet? Boy, do I got things for you. You want Twitch streams? We got them. Twitch.tv/BoingoWriter. Hey, you want Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at Boingo_Writer. You want to see me on YouTube? YouTube.com/C/BoingoWriter. Or you can type Boingo Writer in the search bar and you can find video essays and editorials from me. Underscore should be our mascot.
Yeah.
Our mascot is our self-disappointment. What are you talking about? Speaking of self-disappointment, we also have another podcast called Components, where we just talk about random things all the week. We have this
Yeah.
podcast where we talk Marvel comics, merchandise, and more. Then we also have on the
The
other.
A Show, Twit, This Week
Oh,
in Tokusatsu, where
oh,
Buster and I talk about Tokusatsu every
oh,
week. And it's the A Show because it's getting a weird view spike again this week. I don't know what the fuck is happening.
oh. Okay, okay. Well, we also have No More Games, which is also a really well loved podcast starring me and Buster, where we talk about video games and news and our opinions on the industry.
Is it?
Look at the Elden Ring episode.
I don't video games. What?
Go onto our YouTube page. See the Elden Ring episode.
Yeah, let me do that right now.
Yeah. Do it, do it.
Oh shit, those are some views.
Yeah! I'm in a podcast that has over 100 views for once.
Whoa!
I'm the founding member of this place, and I don't never get them.
Congratulations.
I mean,
buddy.
I'm technically in every episode of Twit.
Mm-hmm. That is also true.
But like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, support us. Any final words?
Uh, Hooray! It's almost time for White Batman.
Day and night.
I
I
should
have
have
not
listened
been
to the
watching.
full song.
I have not been watching any of the trailers.
Really?
I watched the teaser and the trailer. That's it. I haven't watched anything else.
I haven't been like obsessively watching trailers, but I've seen ads here and there.
Yeah. But enough said. Enough said.